It's finally happened. Ben Simmons has been traded to the Brooklyn Nets. James Harden's going to Philly. Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and 2 first-round picks are going to Brooklyn as well. And Paul Millsap will be joining James Harden to the Sixers. This has been a wild year for Ben Simmons and for James Harden. Let's begin with Ben Simmons. This was an issue from the jump. This whole possibility of Simmons being traded from Philly, it actually started around the bubble when Ben Simmons suffered that torn meniscus and the team got eliminated in the first round. They got swept by Boston. Their head coach at the time, Brett Brown, got fired, and question marks was happening. Embiid, Simmons, can this work out? Simmons was on the trade block. Then the team hired Doc Rivers. They tried to run it back one more time. They had the best record in the East. They were 1 game away from making it to the conference finals. And that final 2 minutes, the play that everyone remembers, Ben Simmons had a wide open layup and passed it. And they ended up losing that game. And question marks once again began. Then Simmons officially wanted out. He initially tried to hold out, but then came back to practice for shoot-around and was barely engaged, and then held out once again and mentioned to the team that it was his fault, but he also did not want to accept full blame as he believed that everyone had a role in this whole fiasco. And because of this, he got kicked out of practice. He got fined $1 million for that incident, was suspended, but also told the team he was not mentally ready to join them. And because of all this, he ended up getting fined over $20 million. And earlier in the season, Daryl Morey, the general manager, he mentioned that this whole saga could continue for years, up to 4 potentially, and that's if they could get a difference maker. And also one more thing to mention, after the whole kick-out practice by Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid mentioned it's not his responsibility to babysit someone. Then the situation got worse. Ben Simmons mentioned that this tactic by the Sixers believed that it was hurting his mental health instead of supporting him, even though the team was willing to offer him some mental support throughout the process. But he apparently did not want to cooperate with the team. And to fast forward today, Doc Rivers, the head coach, he had to cancel practice because of quote-unquote the human thing to do. And this was all because of trade deadline being today. And as for James Harden, he only lasted 1 year with the team. Around this time a year ago, he got traded from Houston to Brooklyn in hopes to form a deadly trio between him, KD, and Kyrie. On paper, it looked good. They were having success until Harden had that hamstring injury. Kyrie was banged up, and it was Kevin Durant versus the Bucks in the semifinals, in which they got eliminated in that series. And then fast forward to this season, Kyrie was not eligible to play because of the vaccine issue, so he did not rejoin the team until last month. And Kevin Durant, he's been out for several weeks due to an MCL sprain. And James Harden has had arguably one of his worst seasons of his career. The numbers are still there, 22, 8, and 10. But efficiency-wise, field goal percentage and three-point shooting have been down compared to previous years. And so James Harden, he wanted to trade out. There were even reports that he was pushing for a trade as soon as possible. Obviously, he has that connection with GM Daryl Morey as his ties with him goes back to Houston. But there were reports that he was worried that he was going to receive some backlash, since this will be the 2nd straight year that he had requested a trade. And so eventually he got his wish. He's going to join Philly, pairing up with Joel Embiid. Ben Simmons, he's joining with Kyrie and KD, and the team is struggling right now. They're on a 9-game losing streak. KD has yet to return. He's planning to make his comeback after the All-Star break. And as for Simmons, it's unknown as to when he will join the team. The All-Star break is less than a week away, so he will join the team after that. And we'll see how him, KD, and Kyrie will play with one another. That's all for now, you guys. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share with others, because I'll see you guys next time.